Hey, welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop. I'm glad you could join me again. Okay, on the bench we've got this Roberts R600. It's had all the electrical work done to it a while ago. It's had there's a module inside these with AF117 transistors. They've all been done. The caps have been changed. It's electrically it's absolutely sound. There's nothing wrong with it. Now this one has the stripy grille, which I'm going to grab another radio here so you can see. It's like this sort of style with the black here and then the chrome bars showing, so it gives this nice effect. Now on this one, when I got it, the black had almost completely worn away, almost none of it left at all. So I've been told a little tip. And as you can see, it looks a bit yellow at the moment. Got this 2mm masking tape. You can get it off the internet. It's only fine stuff. But what I've done is masked it off, ready to paint. Let's get these trims out. Obviously, I've had this off because I've masked it up. So to get the grill off, you don't have to take the radio apart. You pull these trims off. Then this grill will be stuck down, so you get a spatula behind it or anything you can do to get it off straight. And then it takes quite a lot of patience and a bit of time to get this tape right. I've had to double it up. As you can see on the back there, it's just looped over. I've had to double it up and I've tried to get it as straight as I can. Now, looking at it now, I can see this very slight wavers. Like I say, it takes a lot of patience to get it right. And what I'm going to do now is nip out. I was going to spray it and then go and pull the masking tape off. But I think what I'm going to do is go out and get some Hammerite black paint and paint it on carefully. Let it cure and then take the masking tape off. It'll be a short video, this. Just in case you get one of these grills and you're wondering how to get the black stripes back in place. Now, if like me, when I started masking it, I actually masked the stripes off that have the little perforations in them, and that's not what we want to do. You want to mask off the solid bits. So what I'll do, I'll nip out now, get some paint, come back and paint it, and then we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so moving on with this grill that we're working on. I've just had it heated up. Sorry about the fan noise again in the background. The heater's on because I've had the grill heating up. Now I've looked over and over and over this, and it's okay. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I'm just hoping it's not going to look like a 2-year-old's painted it afterwards. I can see slightly where it is out of shape, but let's just go with it and see what we get. Let's put some gloves on so we don't get paint all over us. Got a brush ready, and I went out and got some Hammerite metal paint, which is satin black. But you sort of build up things like paints and that when you're working on these radio. I mean, I've got a white here. I've got a gold. Should we do it gold? No, we'll stick with the original black. And there's a smooth silver. I didn't have black, so went out and got some. Let's take this watch off. We don't want paint all over it. I am notoriously bad at painting, to be fair. It's not my strong point, but let's give it a go. Let's open this, and we'll put the lid on the paper. Let's get some on the brush and start painting. In shot, hopefully. See already, got paint everywhere. That's okay. So I'm just going to start gently painting it. So get ready for a 40-minute video of me painting this. Only joking, what I'll do, I'll pause the camera and get on painting. So there we go, all painted up, and I'm going to let it dry now for a good few hours, possibly overnight, and then we'll pull the masking tape off and see what sort of result we've got. Not done it before, I'm learning, so let's see what result we get from that. In the meantime, I've got another R600 set that needs a tiny little bit of work doing, so we'll bring that into view now. Okay, this is the other R600. As you say, this one's got the plain mesh grille, and it's in quite good condition apart from the badge. Again, this one has had all the electronic work done, it's had the module done, it works perfectly, and it's in pretty good nick, to be fair. You see how cold it is in the man cave workshop. You touch something, it gets all the condensation on it. Now this badge hasn't got the fixing legs on the back, so what I'm going to attempt to do is, using a couple of leftover capacitor legs, I'm going to attempt, I've not done this before, to heat these up with a soldering iron and sort of melt them into place so I can attach the badge back to the set. What I'll do, I'll get the soldering iron warmed up, and let's see if we can do this. After that, obviously the badge, as all its chrome has worn off, so we're going to use a chrome pen to brighten it up again. But I want to get these legs on first, so I'll just pause while I get the soldering iron warmed up. Right, okay, try to get some close-up work here with the camera. What I've done, I've got these forceps, I've got the two capacitor legs, and I've got this Sharpie, because what I've done, I'll just go over it again, is just put a little mark on the bottom of the capacitor legs, because I don't want to push these all the way through. Let's just make that a bit clearer on that side. I think that's just enough. I've never done this before, so let's get them ready to go in. Now the idea is that you heat up the capacitor leg with a soldering iron, and then when it's hot it should, oh yeah, it should start melting its way in, which happened quite quickly there, and it's not come through the other side. It holds it quite well. Let's do the other one. That's a great, I've seen other YouTubers doing this, actually. It is a very, very good way of repairing these badges of the like. Let's do this bit. It does happen very quickly, actually, a lot quicker than I thought with the heat, and it would be easy to go too deep, which I might have done with that one. I smell a bit of burning plastic. Ooh, of course, oh no, we didn't go all the way through. Actually, I didn't go enough on that one's still loose, so let's have another go with it. And this is when it will go all the way through, isn't it? Let's let that cool down. Yep, that's got a grip now. Oh, and it has gone through, so that wasn't good, was it? What I'll have to do is heat that up and pull it back slightly, and then when we use, can you see how it's gone through there? Just slightly, you can see the tip of it. It hasn't on this side, so I'll just pull it back slightly, and hopefully when we use the pen, it will There we go, it's just moved back a little bit. Hopefully, oh, obviously it's hot. Oh, it's not come back enough, has it? It's lying flush. We'll pull it back a bit, and then hopefully when we do we use the chrome pen, you won't be able to see that. Okay. So I did pull it back a bit, and it has marked the S. The other one was perfect. I just got a bit too much pressure on that one. But hey ho, these things happen. Right, let's get it in this little vise here now, because we're going to paint it now. Move this set out of the way, then you can get a good view of it. Now, I've mentioned these before. These chrome pens I found really good. It's liquid chrome by the company that do them are called Molato, are they? Hang on, it's there. Molato. Now, they do different sizes, and this one is a 1mm nib, which is good for doing all in the little tricky bits, and this one is a 2mm nib. So we're going to use a 2mm nib to do a run over it before we get the 1mm nib to do all the little bits. I've tried all sorts of different ways of getting these back to the chromey silver look, and these pens I think are the best. Oh, we have got that little hole there. Let's see if we can fill it in a bit. There we go. Now the thing is with this, you have to be patient. You do have to let it dry off in between coats. Otherwise it becomes all bubbly. So there we go. I'll carry on with this, get it done. I'll fill in the little tiny bits with this 1mm pen, and we'll see what it's like when it's dried off. So we're moving back to the grill now. Let me just bring you in a little bit closer. And it's had a couple of hours, so it's still soft. And I'm going to attempt to remove some of this masking tape to see what it's like. The reason I'm doing it now is because, well, I'll see what happens, but I think if I left it to dry completely, there's a risk of the paint cracking. While it's still soft, it might come off okay. So I've not done this before, so let's give it a go with this first piece at the top here. It's dry to the touch, the paint, but it's still quite soft at the moment. It's not fully cured. If it doesn't work, we'll just stop. Let's see how that comes off. I see it's coming off quite well without cracking the paint, so I think I'm going to go ahead and remove them all, and then let it dry itself after. Okay, there's one. It is still tacky, the paint. Like I say, it's still quite soft, but I don't want it to crack when it gets really dry. I've heated it up as well in front of the fan that you can hear in the background. Let's just do another one, and then you get the gist. Try it on this end. I might put it in front of the fan again just to warm up. I suppose I should imagine I can clean all this. This is where it was stuck to the paper at the back. I should imagine I can clean all that up afterwards. So far, it's okay. It's looking okay. Pull that one off completely. It is pretty good, this masking tape. It's quite sticky. It seems to have held the paint from seeping underneath it. And yeah, the paint isn't cracking, which is a good sign. Okay, I'll pull the rest off and then we'll have a look at it. Right, okay, so all the masking tape is off, and let's see if we can get you in close here. I'm struggling with the light on this. As you can see, some of the perforations have got paint stuck in them. So as it cures, the light's going to change now. Hoping you can see this well. It's like I say, it's still soft, but I think it was a good plan to take off the masking tape while the paint was soft to avoid cracking. As you can see, it's not perfect. There's some bits that aren't quite right yet, but I imagine I can touch them up when it's totally cured to get it right. I'll get it really close for you to have a look at and scrutinize it. See what you think. Is it worth doing? I think it's worth doing. I think it's come out okay, to be fair. It's come out a lot better than I expected anyway. It's better than having just the plain grill when it's supposed to be like this. So all to be done now is to tidy up, like I say, these perforations that have got paint stuck in them. There's a couple of little touch-up bits to do. This badge is curing for the 600 here with the mesh grill. When it's all cured and I've done all these little bits, we'll put these two R600s back together, and we'll see how they look. Right, okay, so these two Roberts R600s have had a little bit of a tidy and a spruce up. This is the one with a mesh grill, and it's had its badge refurbed a little bit. Looks a lot better. Shame I went through the S with the capacitor leg, but hey ho. It's nice to see the two different variants actually. That's the one with a mesh grill, and if I just pop that on one side, this is the one with a stripy grill that didn't have any stripes on it, but now it has. It looks a lot better. First time I've done that, and all I'll say if you're going to do it is it does take a bit of patience and a little bit of time, but well worth the effort in the end, I think. So let's turn this one on, have a listen. It is tuned into Radio 4, so they don't get any YouTube copyright hits for strikes for the music. Let's turn it on.
Of what drawing can do, which is offer people a choice. You could have either turned away in fear, or you turn that narrative on them, and you use exactly. And a bit like how we see the world today. Yeah. And in all your work, you're offering people a choice of interpretation. It's a choice of perception. Yeah, but if only.
So nice sets, these Roberts R600s, and thank you very much for watching. And as always, be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time.